Hello, and welcome back once again to the channel, the place where passion and football meet head-on, and where every moment of Arsenal's journey is told in detail for the fans who eat, sleep, and breathe this incredible club. This is not just a news update. It is a story that has already begun to send shockwaves across the footballing world. Today we focus on Rodrygo, the Brazilian forward whose name has been whispered for years as one of the most exciting prospects in Europe. He has now stepped into the spotlight and taken his very first steps as an official Arsenal player by facing the media in what will be remembered as one of the most talked-about press conferences in recent memory. From the moment Rodrigo entered the press room, the atmosphere shifted. There was an energy in the air, almost electric, as fans tuned in across the globe to watch this milestone. He walked in wearing the famous red and white of Arsenal, a shirt that carries decades of triumphs, heartbreaks, and legendary moments. His body language was telling, calm yet confident, humble yet assured. You could see in his eyes that he understood the weight of the badge he was now representing, but instead of being overwhelmed, he seemed empowered. Right beside him sat Arsenal's manager and tactical mastermind, Mikel Arteta, a figure who has slowly been transforming this club into a modern powerhouse. Arteta's presence was symbolic, composed, focused, and filled with pride. For him, this was not simply the announcement of another transfer. This was a defining moment in his carefully laid project. Piece by piece, he has been building a team not just to compete but to dominate, to push back against Manchester City's supremacy, and to re-establish Arsenal among the elite of Europe. His expression alone suggested that he believed Rodrigo was a vital part of that puzzle. Cameras clicked relentlessly, capturing every second as the Arsenal crest loomed in the background. Journalists leaned forward in anticipation, pens ready, microphones switched on, all waiting to record every word. The big questions were clear. Why Arsenal? Why now? And how would Rodrigo adapt to the Premier League's intensity? Rodrigo spoke with clarity, poise, and composure that mirrored the way he plays on the pitch. He talked about his deep respect for Arsenal's long history and his admiration for the legends who had worn the shirt before him. He spoke of players like Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, and Patrick Vieira, names that inspire footballers all over the world, and he acknowledged that stepping into this club means carrying forward a legacy of greatness. He admitted that the Premier League is the most demanding competition in world football, physically, mentally, and tactically, but he made it clear that he is ready to embrace that challenge head-on. More than just a striker or a winger, Rodrigo described himself as a player who is hungry to contribute in every way: goals, assists, movement, work rate, pressing, and most importantly, the fight and desire that Arsenal supporters demand from their heroes. He didn't speak like someone intimidated by expectations. He spoke like someone who thrives under them. His words carried weight. This was a man on a mission, determined not only to succeed individually, but to help elevate Arsenal back to the summit of English and European football. When it was Arteta's turn to speak, the excitement in his voice was clear. He described Rodrigo as a player with immense potential, someone who fits seamlessly into the aggressive, fast-paced style of football Arsenal are cultivating. He praised Rodrigo's mentality as much as his technical ability, emphasizing that his hunger and work ethic align perfectly with the team's philosophy. Arteta made it clear that this signing was not just about filling a squad position. It was about raising the entire team's level. Rodrigo, he said, has the capacity to be transformative, to help Arsenal reach the next step in their evolution. For fans watching from North London, South America, and beyond, the press conference was more than just a formal introduction. It felt like a declaration of ambition, a message to rivals in England and across Europe that Arsenal are not settling for mediocrity. They are aiming for titles, for Champions League glory, for a return to the days when the Emirates was a fortress feared by all. Supporters immediately began imagining Rodrigo combining with Bukayo Saka's blistering speed on the right flank, linking with Martin Odegaard's vision in midfield, and finishing the chances created by Gabriel Jesus' tireless movement. The prospect of that attacking trio sent shivers down spines, and social media exploded with excitement. Fans flooded platforms with artwork, predictions, and chants, already envisioning Rodrigo scoring decisive goals in title races and delivering unforgettable moments in Europe. The press conference itself was meticulously choreographed but felt emotional. Every flash of the cameras, every word spoken, and every nod exchanged between Rodrigo and Arteta gave the impression that this was the start of a partnership that could shape Arsenal's future for years to come. It wasn't just a media appearance, it was a signal of intent, a spark that could ignite something much bigger. As the conference wrapped up, the final questions answered, and the cameras slowly dimmed, one truth became undeniable. Rodrigo's Arsenal journey had officially begun, and the excitement surrounding him was already at fever pitch. This was more than just a signing. It was the birth of a new story, one that fans will follow with passion every step of the way. The sight of Rodrigo holding up the Arsenal shirt wasn't just symbolic. It was emotional, a promise of thrilling nights at the Emirates and fierce battles against Europe's best. Now the anticipation builds. Will Rodrigo be the missing piece in Arteta's puzzle? Can he adapt quickly to the Premier League's relentless pace? Will his partnership with Saka, Odegaard, and Jesus be the catalyst for Arsenal's long-awaited return to glory? These are the questions swirling in the minds of supporters, and the answers will only come as the season unfolds. One thing, however, is certain: Arsenal have made a statement, and Rodrigo has embraced the challenge. This is not just football news. It is history being written in real time. For fans who have waited years to see Arsenal rise again, this is the dawn of a new era, and every moment from here on matters. So make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments about where you think Rodrigo will fit in. Smash that like button if you believe he's the man to take Arsenal to the top, and subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss a single update. Because Rodrigo's journey has only just begun, and it promises to be a ride that Arsenal fans and the football world will never forget. Hello, and welcome back to the channel, the space where passion and football collide and where every twist